Hi YouTube, I'm back with another video, and today I wanted to talk about stress and kind of how we label our emotions and how perceiving them just plays probably the biggest role in your life, like how you feel your emotions, how you deal with them, and how you label them. Recently, because I'm still in high school, I just finished up AP testing. I actually still have a test tomorrow, but we're gonna ignore that. Um, the whole time I've been AP testing, stress. It's just stress, like stress and stress and stress. But something that I kept saying, especially to my friends, was like, "You're mistaking your excitement for stress." And initially it was like a joke because it's like, who would be excited to take an AP test? But really, like over time, I swear it became true. Cause I'm thinking about it and I'm like, when you're stressed, your body just wants to do something. Like it just wants to act. It wants to do so that you get that stress like away. The stress doesn't go away until you actually do it. And whenever you're anticipating for a test, the anticipatory feeling is always more pressuring than when you're actually taking the test. Um, and it's kind of the same with excitement. I'm not gonna lie, like if you're about to go on a roller coaster and you feel so excited to like go down on that drop, it's the same action of you just want to do something. Like you're just so excited to actually get to do that action or event or thing, to where it's like the difference between stress and excitement actually becomes really blurry. And you get to choose whether you're stressed or excited. And I don't know, it actually just worked so well for me the whole week cuz I went into every test being confident. Obviously, there's a little voice in the back of my head being like worrying. I don't know what's going to come out of that test. I don't know what grade I'm going to get on it. There's so much uncertainty, but there's also so much certainty because of what I know I did do. Like I did study, even though a lot of the tests I crammed. Um, I did pay attention in class. I did like there's so much evidences for me to look at the test with excitement. And even though there's so many evidences to prove otherwise that I'm stressed, it's just I feel physically the same as I do when I feel excited. So it's like I must be excited. And even though it's like, yes, the reality of I must be stressed too, like, what does it, how do you benefit from that? um, it, it's like crazy how in control you are of how you perceive the world. And it's such a blessing. I promise you. You keep telling yourself you're excited because of what you physically feel. It's matching up with the same thing as how you physically feel when you're stressed. You're gonna believe it, like, and it's probably gonna help you out so much more because then it raises your confidence, it raises your security, it raises just everything within you that probably wouldn't have not existed if you said I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. There's so much uncertainty, and that's all I'm gonna look towards. So yeah, just wanted to put that out. And are you mistaking your excitement for stress? Say you're literally for anything. This is not just about tests and school. Like, if you're really stressed about a job interview or like, um, just an event that's gonna happen, you don't know how it's gonna go, you don't know how you're gonna do it. Are you sure you're not excited? Because there's just something within you that wants to do it. Like, it has an urge to act. That's why you're so excited about it because it needs to do. It's so excited to go through with it. And even in times of stress, because I'm not denying that stress isn't real. It's a very, very real thing. Um, you can even take it into gratitude. And gratitude is probably the biggest part of my life, and I feel like everyone should integrate at least one aspect of gratitude. Because my schedule has been very busy this week, and I'm very blessed to be so busy with things I love, but it's so heavy on my personal well being to where it inevitably I get mentally exhausted because of like how many things I'm stressing about, how many things I'm excited to do, that in reality when it is stressful and you're really trying your best to perceive it as excitement, but you can't, like it is stress. um you could always just resort back to being grateful that that is your stressor, that you are who you are and these are the problems you have, because these problems could be so much worse and it could be so different. There's so many hypotheticals that instead of thinking about all the hypotheticals of what if this goes wrong, what if it doesn't go like how I expected it to, what if, and it doesn't meet my expectation, you could also do the same thing where it's like, what what would my life look like if it wasn't these stressors? Like, whether that helps you cope through like escapism or whether that helps you feel better about the position you're in right now. Um, like use the helpful hypotheticals and like notice that there is some sort of blessing within your problems, because the person you are now and like everything you've went through has led you to here with these problems, and had these problems been anything you had in the past or anything that could have been different, you wouldn't be who you are today. And it's just such a blessing to have so many things to care about, because when you're stressed about something, it's because you care a lot. And it's such a beautiful thing to have so much of your life be something that you care about, even when you perceive it in a really hard way and it is difficult to process, it's difficult to carry it. You have to remember that it's such a blessing to live life. Like, your life is so full of yourself that you have things that you value and you have things to look forward to, things to be excited about, things to stress about, all that. um Really just I don't know. I guess that's all I wanted to say. I don't There's no more thoughts that are popping up in my oh yeah, there's no more thoughts that are popping up in my head that I wanted to just have the urge to say and share, and hopefully it helps someone out. Because honestly, if I told myself 2 weeks ago that I would be excited about AP testing, like even those words coming out of my mouth, I would have been like, I'm so excited to take AP stats and AP US history and AP psychology and AP environmental science. No. But what started as a joke actually helped me cope really well, and I hope it helps others cope really well. There's a lot of parallels within like polarized emotions. I don't think that's like a word, but like, happy and sad and excitement and stress, and there's just a lot of physical similarities to where you get to choose how to label that, and then it changes your perception on the whole experience. And in the long run, because then it helps you become more friends, like it helps you become more friendlier with your emotions, and um, you don't neglect them as much because they're just your friends. Like, they're a regular part of life, and you can appreciate them too. So yeah, appreciate your stressors. Notice that there's blessings in like every single moment of your life, even when they're hard. And it's up to you to label how you feel, even within like the physical characteristics of it. Um, are you mistaking your excitement for stress? Because I know you just want to do something. So, yeah, that's all I want to say. Bye, YouTube.